What's up, everybody? Sick Eric with Sick Eric Tech here. Today I'm going to be going on over the things I like and the things I don't like about the OnePlus 10 Pro. Now, there are a lot more things I like about it than the things I dislike about it. Not everything is perfect on here. Per usual, as a OnePlus device, I'm going to go on over everything. I went ahead and made a list on here. So I got about 7 things I like and about 5 things I don't like about this device. So before we get started, go ahead and subscribe and click that bell icon. That way you get notified on future videos on the OnePlus 10 Pro and other devices as well. So let's jump down into it, shall we? So starting off with the things I do like. This display is absolutely fantastic. No issues with it whatsoever. 120 hertz, 1440 display, very high resolution. The colors on here are absolutely beautiful. This display goes up against the Galaxy S22 Ultra. It's very, very nice and colorful and bright, vibrant. You get a whole bunch of different settings on here to personalize this display as far as image sharpener, video color enhancer, and bright HDR. The display is a high refresh rate. It is an LTPO2 display, and it can go all the way down to, I believe it's like 24 hertz when the screen isn't being used. And then you could also change it to standard as well. The colors on here are absolutely fantastic. The resolution, not a lot of phones these days are coming out with full QHD resolutions. A lot of them are 1080p, but you can select the 1440 on here, or you could do auto select on here with this display. You get a whole bunch of different options with the bright HDR video mode and your nature tones and your brightness and dark mode settings. There are a ton of displays on here as far as changing everything to your liking. You can do vivid, natural, or pro mode with cinematic or brilliant on there. So very, very nice. Pretty much this phone will suit every need that you need. If you are a full vivid person, if you like natural colors, you can set everything to whichever one you prefer on here. 6.7 inches. You do get curved edges, which a lot of people might hate. Personally, I don't mind. The bezels on here are actually pretty decent for a 2022 phone. And the brightness level definitely gets bright enough outside so you can see everything that you are doing. So fantastic display, no issues whatsoever. Going on over to the next thing is the build quality and the design of the OnePlus 10 Pro. So I like the design of this device. I like the camera layout. It's different. A lot of people don't like it. It looks like a stovetop. Yes, it does. The only thing I don't like is the flash with the P250T on there. I don't like that. I don't understand why they had to put that on there. But the back is absolutely gorgeous. This thing is nice. It feels nice. I love this emerald green color. It feels really soft and smooth. Gorilla Glass 5, not Victus on here, unfortunately. But the color of it is nice. I kind of wish the frame was a matte finish rather than shiny, just because of the fingerprints. And the camera module, despite being ceramic, it's still going to pick up a lot of fingerprints on there. So you might want to keep wiping this down or put it in a case. The buttons are in a nice spot. The power button is right where my thumb sets, and the volume rocker is over here. Is very, very nice and easy to get to. And you also get your alert slider, which is a fantastic OnePlus device exclusive feature to OnePlus, which is really, really nice that they still include that slider over there. And the fingerprint sensor has been moved to a more comfortable position. It's more higher up than it was on the OnePlus 9 Pro. So it's a lot more nicer to hold. It feels nice and ergonomic and rounded in your hands. The corners are very, very rounded. I like the design, and I like the way it feels and the way it looks. I think this green looks a lot nicer than the green of the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Going on over to the speakers, they are very nice and loud and clear on here. You also get some Dolby Atmos action with a whole bunch of different scenarios. You get environment profile, which pretty much adjusts the sound to wherever you are, indoors, on the go, you're on a flight, you're in a commute. You got scenario specific profiles, movie, gaming, music, and smart. The only thing I don't like about smart is if you're listening to music and you're scrolling on YouTube just randomly, every time you get an autoplay on a video, the sound is going to change despite what you're listening to at the moment. It's going to go off of what you're watching, which is kind of weird. It's like it gets confused. So I usually keep it on either movie or music whenever I'm listening to stuff on here. That way that smart feature does not kick in when you're randomly trying to listen to music and then you're scrolling through something and it has an automatic play or an autoplay. It's going to switch back and forth between the two, so that's kind of annoying. But audio on here, fantastic. These speakers sound really, really good. Unfortunately, you don't get any headphone jack or anything. As far as performance goes, this device is pretty snappy despite only having 8 gigabytes of RAM. No issues with app reloads or anything or stutter on here. This thing flies like crazy. I don't know what OnePlus does to their phones, but that coupled with the 120 hertz refresh rates, this thing is absolutely fast as heck. Like, there are no issues with stuttering on this device, had no issues with lagginess or anything. This thing is a beast despite only having 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now, would I've liked to have seen 12 gigabytes of RAM? Yes, I would have, but 8 gigabytes of RAM is doing okay so far. Another cool thing I like is that OnePlus did include a screen protector on here. Very simple and easy thing to forget about, but I think it's nice that they did include a pre-installed screen protector. Not a lot of people do that. Samsung doesn't even do that, and I think that that's pretty cool. It's only a regular plastic screen protector, but it's going to protect your phone. You know, when you take it out of the box and you're using it, you won't even notice it's there. It's a very nice, clean screen protector. And I think that it's nice that you are protected out of the box despite not having a case included like other OnePlus devices, but still the fact that they include a screen protector to have you protected right out of the box is a very nice thing. Going on over to charging, of course, OnePlus never disappoints when it comes down to charging. 65 watt super VOOC charger, absolutely insane as far as charging speeds on here. You could be at like 15% and then charge this for like 10-15 minutes and you're good to go. This thing charges really, really fast at 65 watts. Despite other regions having 80 watts, I'm okay with 65 watts. That's sort of been a norm for OnePlus devices for the past year or so. So 65 watts is fine by me. And the fact that you get a charger in the box with the cable, you get everything you need to take advantage of that fast charging. You also get wireless charging on here, that if you buy the OnePlus wireless charger, you can wirelessly charge at 50 watts, which is absolutely insane. So charging on here has been fantastic. If you need a charge on the go and you're dying, plug this phone in for 5-10 minutes and you are good to go for the rest of your day when it comes down to charging. The cameras on here, final thing that I like about this device, the rear facing cameras are really, really good. They go up against the Galaxy S22 Ultra and they do really good. Now, are they the best? No, there are definitely other cameras out there to do better, like the Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro probably, but they are really good and they get really, really close to the Galaxy S22 Ultra, which I did a camera comparison on that, and I'm working on a daytime camera comparison. They come really close, and some pictures I prefer the OnePlus 10 Pro. So cameras on here are absolutely fantastic. That ultra wide camera is insane. 150-degree field of view setting. That is crazy. That is the widest ultra wide camera I've seen on a device ever. And the color reproduction on here with Hasselblad's tuning, really, really nice. I love the very color poppy and the vibrant colors on here. I'm a sucker for saturation. I don't know why. And but it's not too bad. It's not as bad as Samsung's, but the cameras on here, absolutely fantastic. They go up against the competition. They're not quite there yet, but OnePlus gets so much closer every year with their cameras. They just need to just get right there to be, right with the competition. Now, one of the last things I forgot to mention as far as things I do like about it is the battery life. Now, first using this, the first day of using this, the battery was absolutely horrible. But once you start using this device and it starts learning the ways you use this and your usage, battery life has gotten a lot better. As you can see, I haven't charged this in about 23 hours and 49 minutes was the last full charge of this device. Granted, screen on time isn't that much, 2 hours, 23 minutes, but I wasn't using this device constantly in this 23 hours. So depending on your usage, battery life is going to be pretty good. And of course, if you do use this for quite some time, watching a whole bunch of videos, hours and hours of videos, recording video, using your camera, battery usage is going to differ amongst you. But for me, battery life has gotten a lot better on the OnePlus 10 Pro. Like I said, from the first time of using this device, within 8 hours I had to charge this device, and it dipped down all the way down to about in its 30s in 8 hours of using this device at work. So battery life is definitely improved. Once it starts learning your usage and getting used to everything and breaking this phone in, battery life is really good on the OnePlus 10 Pro. So going on over to the things I don't like and continuing on with the cameras. This front-facing camera, despite being a 32 megapixel camera, isn't the best in the world. This thing, I don't know what OnePlus is doing with the front-facing camera. Same thing from last year on the OnePlus 9 Pro. It's just not that great, especially compared to the competition. You can't record 4K on the front-facing camera. You could only record 1080p, which is just insane. And the pictures on here, they come out okay, but they're not the best. Like, Samsung takes better front-facing footage, the Pixel takes better front-facing footage. My LG V60 will probably take better front-facing footage on here. I don't know what OnePlus is doing. They focus too much on the rear, put in Hasselblad on the rear. Oh wait, what about the front-facing camera? Just throw any old sensor in there, it'll be alright. They do not focus on that whatsoever. I don't understand. And I know a lot of people vlog with their phones. This is not the phone to do that with, unless you're going to be flipping it around and doing it with the rear-facing cameras. The front-facing camera, I just don't think it's on par with the competition. No expandable storage on here, and the fact that you only get one option here in the States for now, which is 8 gigabytes, 128 storage, which is, I don't think that that's enough storage for a device that you want to keep around for like a year or so. They should have started off with 256. I don't know what OnePlus was thinking, but only offering one storage option was not the way to go with this device. So with the storage on here, I'm already at 42%, and I load a lot of music on here. I've got about 15 gigs worth of music files on here, and that takes up quite a bit of space. If you're recording videos a lot, especially in 8K, which I don't know why anybody would want to do that, but if you record a lot of 4K videos, that's going to take up a lot of space right away. So you're going to find yourself deleting stuff constantly once the storage fills up. And I think that they should have started at a higher storage. 128 I don't think is enough for 2022. Another thing is this device was heating up quite a bit when I was first using it, and that's just by scrolling, scrolling YouTube, scrolling Facebook. This device would heat up quite a bit on here to where you could actually feel the device getting warm. And I'm not really doing anything. I'm just on the phone using it. I'm not playing any games. I'm not taking any pictures or anything, maybe watching some videos, but nothing too serious. And this device always felt warm no matter what I did. It just always felt warm. So that was a concern. It sort of died down a little bit the more I used the device. It doesn't do it as much, but it still does it every now and then, and something to consider when getting the OnePlus 10 Pro. Another thing that is a weird bug is the screen goes black when you're unlocking a device with the fingerprint. It doesn't happen all the time, but when you have your device off and you unlock your device, sometimes it'll flash and then be black and then come back to the home screen. For some reason, it doesn't happen all the time, so it's kind of hard to replicate when it does happen, but it does happen every now and then. And it doesn't happen often enough to be annoying, but when it does happen, you're like, what is going on? It'll flash the screen and then go black and then come back. I don't know what that deal is. Maybe a software glitch, and could probably be fixed in an upcoming update. Bluetooth audio goes, despite having very good audio on here with the speakers, Bluetooth audio has been a little weird. When you're listening to Bluetooth through any sort of headphones, you can see I got quite a different pair of headphones on here, from the OnePlus buds to, Soundpeats. If you click on here and you use a high quality audio, it goes from like SBC to AAC codecs on here, and for some reason, despite what headphones I'm using, the audio fluctuates, the volume fluctuates. It goes loud and then it goes low despite what the Dolby setting is on. And that was kind of annoying to me, to where I'm listening to something, it'll be loud, and then the next second it'll go down really, really low. And for some reason, if you click the use high quality audio off, that goes away, but then the audio quality is very, very noisy and digital noise. It just does not sound good. So it sounds better with this on, but you get that fluctuation in the volume for some reason, to where it goes up and then it goes down. I don't know what that issue is. I've tried disabling absolute volume in developer settings, still does the same thing. I've tried different Dolby Atmos settings, and despite whichever setting I'm on over here, it still does it. So if you got any fixes for that or any ideas, comment down below. I would love to hear your ideas as far as fixing that volume control when using Bluetooth. Other than that, guys, this phone is fantastic. I really do like the OnePlus 10 Pro. I'm liking it more than I thought I was. When I first found out this phone was coming out, I was like a little skeptical about it, but I'm starting to like this device, and I like it a lot. It's very, very nice performance goes. The cameras are actually really good, a lot better than I thought they'd be. Display, fantastic, love it. And those are some of the things I love about this phone, and some of the things I hate. So subscribe, guys, like and share, click that bell icon, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.